Hi, you guys. This is Felicity. Today I am 30 weeks, 2 days pregnant, and I had a really interesting weekend. It was pretty crazy. The craziest weekend I think I've ever had before in my life. So I'm gonna tell you guys about that, and then I guess I'll just do a belly shot and let that be my 30-week video. But let me get started. On Friday, I was sitting down on the couch watching TV, and it was like 11:30 at night. And so I get up and I go to the bathroom, then I walk to the kitchen, and I'm reaching into the refrigerator, the freezer, getting ice to put in my cup, and all of a sudden this big gush of liquid is down running down my leg, and I'm like, oh my god, what was that, and I'm kind of like panicking a little bit. I'm like, okay. And so this may be too much information, but I take it and I smell it, and I'm like, well, that doesn't smell like pee or anything. And I'm like, oh my god, I think my water just broke. And so and so I go back and I sit down on the couch, and I'm like, wow, I think my water just broke. I'm at home all by myself because sometimes during the weekend my husband works the door at a local bar here in town, and so he wasn't here, and he had the car, so I didn't have any way of getting to the hospital or anything like that. So I was just like, oh my god. So I called him and I texted him, and I didn't get a response, and so I waited for a little longer, thinking that he was going to respond to my text or call me or something. And so by this time it's like 1 something, maybe 2 o'clock, and I finally call my mom. I'm like, Mom, please come get me. I think my water just broke, and I didn't want to bother at home. Who wants to be bothered at, freaking 2 o'clock in the morning? So, but I did just, because he didn't respond, I just went ahead and called her. And so my mom, my brother, and my sister rushes over to the apartment, and my sister takes me to the house. My mom and my brother stays here with Kingston because he's sleeping, and then my sister rushes me to the hospital. Well, on the way to the hospital, Mike calls me and just like, oh my god, honey, I finally got your text message, and I'm sorry I missed your call. There was a big fight that broke out here at the bar, and in the process I lost, I didn't hear your call during all the commotion and all this other stuff, and then I lost my car key in the struggle of trying to break these people up. So he ended up losing our car key. He has no car to get there to the hospital to meet me. So he calls his mom, and his mom comes and picks him up from the bar, and he's on his way to the hospital. So on that note, me and my sister, we already almost there, and she drops me off at the doors. And then she leaves to go find a parking space. And so I go upstairs, floor number 2, to labor and delivery, and I'm checking in and stuff like that. And I'm wondering, I'm like, where is Anjali? That's my sister. I'm like, where is she? Is she lost? I'm like, what's taking her so long to come and come to where I am? And what else happened? They're getting me all checked in and stuff like that, and I'm still wondering what's going on. And they get me into a room, and they hook me up to the monitors that they strap around your stomach to listen to the baby heartbeat and make sure everything is going okay. You're not having any contractions or anything like that. And so I'm laying in a room just all by myself, and then all of a sudden Jolie and Mike walks into the room. And I'm like, oh my god, what do you guys, what took you guys so long? I look at Mike, he has bruises all over his head, and he's just looking a mess. And so I'm like, oh my god, what happened? He was just like, I got in a car accident. His mom got into a car accident on the way to the hospital, and so what he did was he called Jolie, my sister, to come pick him up. And so what she did was she went and picked him up and brought him back to the hospital. So Karen's okay, his mom's okay, and so I guess she waited for the police or somebody to get there. So he's like, yeah, I need to get down. I just wanted to come upstairs and make sure you're okay, and make sure the baby was okay. But I need to go down to the ER. And I'm like, what? I started crying and stuff like that because I don't know if I'm having the baby tonight. I mean, this morning, or I don't know what's wrong with my husband. And so the nurses are looking at us like we're crazy because he looks all messed up. I'm crying, and it was just a big mess. And then what else happened? So me and my sister were in the room waiting for the results to come back for the test to see if I'm leaking the amniotic fluid. And so the test finally comes back, and they say it's negative for amniotic fluid and everything like that. And so that's good. And the doctor came in and was just like, well, you know what happened? Probably what happened was you went to the bathroom, and then because the baby is so big by this time, there's no way possible to empty your bladder fully. And so when you got up from the bathroom and went into the kitchen, the baby moved into a certain position and just gushed all this, urine out. So I was so embarrassed. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But she made me feel better because she was just like, it's better safe than sorry. So whenever you feel like you need to, come to the labor and delivery, it's better safe than sorry. So come on, this is our job. This is what we're here for. So I didn't feel as bad that time. And then so they knew what was going on. So they let us go. And I go downstairs. Me and my sister goes downstairs, and they finally let me back to see Mike, and he has on a neck brace, and his right hand is numb. So I'm like, oh my God, what is going on now? You know what I mean? And then they did this test. They tested, and they did scans and MRIs and CAT scans and stuff like that. And he ended up being okay. All the tests came back clear for any injuries or anything like that. But what the doctor did say that he had a pinched nerve in his neck, and so they gave him prescriptions and stuff like that, and they let us go. And so by that time, we were in the hospital all in all around 9-10 hours. You guys, it was like the longest night ever. And then by the time we got out of there, it was like 11 o'clock. And then in the morning, Saturday morning, I got there on the when did I get there? I got there 2 something in the morning on a Saturday, and then we didn't leave to almost like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And so we had planned to have Kingston's birthday party on Saturday at 1. So I was like, there's no way. None of us had any sleep. None of the decorations were up or anything like that. So we went and pushed the party back to 4. And so we drive home and stuff like that. And then my sister traded places with my mom, and then I went, and my mom took me to, what I mean by traded places watching, taking turns watching Kingston. And then my mom took me to get the cake and then the balloons that we needed for the party. So we get there, and I get the cake and everything like that, and then we drive to Party City to get the balloons. And so I got all these balloons in my hand. It is cold. It's raining, you guys. I'm running to the car with the balloons in my hand, and I'm like, Mom, open the door, open the car door. And so she gets out, open the car door. I put the balloons in. I shut the car door. She looks at me and say, guess what? The car won't start. Oh, my gosh, you guys. I'm telling you, this is like the worst day ever. And so I started bawling. I am tired. I'm soaking wet. I'm cold. I'm hungry. I'm just trying to get home so I can throw my little boy a birthday party. It is a mess. And then no one would help us for some reason. No one would help us get the car started or anything like that. And so we finally got the car started almost like 2 hours later. So we come back home to the apartment. They leave so they can go get dressed. I automatically started getting all the decorations up and stuff like that. Getting Kingston ready and everything. Mike's knocked out because his prescriptions. And so he's not really a big help. And I don't blame him. He has a pinched nerve and pain. And so I finally got everything done. The party started at 4 o'clock. It was a long, long day. Very long day, you guys. Yeah. So that is drama for you, okay? But the main thing is that I'm okay. My hubby okay. Maxton's okay. Kingston had a blast during his birthday party. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my belly right now. But yeah, this is my belly. 30 weeks, 3 days. 30 week, 3 days. You guys, this was, my stomach's getting huge right here. But I love it. And I'm just glad everything worked out. If you guys have a chance, please, I'm going to post a video of Kingston's party. Please, and there's the belly. Please take some time to watch the video because I worked so hard on that party, you guys, and I had a really hard day. So please, please, please watch the video if you can. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Bye.